Helpful instructions for the Eclipse lesson plan. So this is the home page. I will give you the link to this site. On the home page, you'll have your learning objectives. Please go over these. These are where you're going to be taking your notes on, what your notes are based off of, and how I'm going to be grading your notes in this lesson. The state standard, so if you want to know where I got my objectives. How to be successful, this is a written description. Right now you're watching the video description of how to complete this lesson successfully, but if you want to have a written description, that is also available on the home page. This whole lesson you will be taking notes. That is the purpose of this lesson, is to take notes and really get a good understanding of your learning objectives. So if you would like to take notes over on paper, that is completely fine. But if you would like to take them on Evernote, I would highly suggest that, because it's a really great way to go through and be on the site while taking notes and adding things and really getting absorbed into the lesson. So how to do that, you'll type in evernote.com. You will either log in or create an account. It's very easy to create an account. It's free. And then you will clip this site once the account. There is instructions again on Evernote of how to clip it. If you need help, you may come to me and I will help you. But once you clip this site, you can go to Evernote. It is clipped, so you will see this site and be able to type notes on the side. You can edit the site to make your own notes, and so really you're editing this site to make notes, and that is what you will submit to me. And there are also ways to have notes on the side, so you can really go through the site and take notes all in the same area, which is a great way to really get into the site. Your time layout will be, you'll have 10 minutes right now. You're navigating through this home page, really understanding what this lesson is. Then you have 15 to 20 minutes for the eclipse page, 15 to 20 minutes for the solar and lunar comparison page, and 30 to 40 minutes for the site quest page. And while you're going through these pages, you should be taking notes over every new information you find out. Once you have completed notes over eclipse, solar and lunar, and the site quest, you should go to the practice and submission page. There is where you will find 5 essay questions you have to answer within your notes. And then once that is complete, you can submit. If you get everything done and there's still time remaining, you can start working on your homework, which is you will be able to find at the end of this site is the final page, and you'll be making a Kahoot. This is the video, and I added this quote: "What would life be if we had no courage to attempt anything?" So I want you students to have the courage to go through this site, really get in the information, really take some thorough notes, because I will be grading those notes with a rubric, and that will, if the better notes you have, the better you will do on the exam. So really have the courage to attempt this site and attempt everything that is on the site. So first, after going through the home page, you will go to the Eclipse page. You will first find this video. This video is great. It really goes over what an eclipse is, and it goes over all of the objectives. So when you're watching this video, please try to take some really great thorough notes, because this is where your main notes will be, and then you can just add on to them while going through the rest of the site. Here is the eclipse page, which gives you information over an eclipse, sun factors of an eclipse, and earth factors. You will just take information. Each one of the little categories has the link of where I got this information, so if you want to go click on that link to know where I found my information, you are welcome to do so. Once you have taken thorough notes over eclipses, you can go to the solar versus lunar page. You will be taking notes over the differences and similarities between solar and lunar eclipses. You'll also find a purpose objective on every single page, so why you are doing what you're doing, the purpose of this page. It has text and diagrams, videos. You do not have to watch all of the solar eclipse videos. It's not required, but I do suggest watching at least some of them, if not all, because it will give you great information that you can't find in the text, and it also will help you make your Venn diagram, which is the second part of this. Oh, and you also will have a worksheet, which you do not, again, have to complete, but it just has some great information and some great practices if you would like to get more out of this assignment. So now you'll have to make a Venn diagram, which will have to have 4 differences for a solar and 4 differences for a lunar, and then 3 similarities. I have the link of how to make it, and then also written instructions. You'll put solar for 1 difference, lunar for 1 difference, write your 4 differences, and in the middle you'll put the similarities. This needs to be in your notes, either on Evernote or on your paper notes. Then, once you have taken thorough notes for this page, you'll go to your SiteQuest page. Again, you'll have your purpose, some instructions. It has the link to each of the pages that are in the SiteQuest, and these are the 5 vocab words that you'll be tested on that has to do with an eclipse. So the first page in your SiteQuest is tilt and orbit. First, you'll see a brain pop. It is a great brain pop. You are required to watch this brain pop. It really goes over how the tilt and how the orbit really are factors of an eclipse, and it also has quiz at the end that will quiz you on the brain pop you watched if you really want to know if you understood the information thoroughly. And I suggest taking the quiz. You do not have to take the quiz, but you do have to watch the brain pop. And then here's some more information about orbit and tilt. There's a written information. There's also videos that will help you understand more about orbit and tilt. And again, there is no requirement other than the original eclipse video and brain pop video, but the more thorough your notes, the better grade you will get. The next part of the SiteQuest is umbrum and penumbrum. Those are your 2 vocab words. Here are some visual representations of a solar eclipse, the umbrum and penumbrum within that, and a lunar eclipse. Here is the definition, and again, each definition will have a link to where I found my information. And this is the last page. Again, it's the same as the first 2 with video instructions and definitions. And then you have completed your SiteQuest once you have taken thorough notes over the 3 pages. If you have taken notes that you feel are appropriate for submission, you'll come to the practice and submission page. Here you'll find 5 essay questions that you will have to answer, and that will be at the bottom of your notes, and they will be graded with the notes. You can do it on your Evernote or piece of paper. And once you have answered each of these questions thoroughly and followed all of the instructions, taken notes over every page, over the objectives, then you can submit through the submission button. If you would like, I have a survey link so you can tell me how you felt about everything about the lesson, what I can improve upon, what you liked, what you didn't like. I would appreciate it for future classes and future lessons, but again, this is not graded. And then finally, once you have completed everything, you do have homework over this lesson, which is making a Kahoot. So you can take those notes that you have submitted, and you will make 10 questions that you will present in front of the class, and the class will take, and we will go over each question. Hopefully it will help you prepare for the quiz. Each of the 10 questions needs to have a 2 to 3 sentences as a summary of why you chose those questions. So why did you choose that question, and how does it relate to the objective, and how will that help you learn the objective? Because after we go through the Kahoots, we will have a quiz over everything in all these lessons about eclipses. So that is the homework, but you can do that at home. You don't have to complete this in class. But if we have extra time, you have finished all of your notes, and you feel prepared to submit, then you can go ahead and work on that. So if you have any questions, please come ask me and I will help you, but I hope you enjoy the eclipse lesson and really learn what an eclipse is and all the factors of the objectives.